The Bones Show with Alex Bones. Online at boneshow.com.
Oh, this is going to be a good show. Yes. Just you wait.
Just another day on the front line, forced to apologize.
Why is it going to be a good show today? I don't know. I just feel good. Feel good. Oh no, boss is happy. That means it's going to be a bad show.
Maybe I'm a misfit.
No, it's going to be a good show. Shut up, Jimmy. You want me to get mad? I'll get mad at you. See, you're going to get me in a bad mood right now because you're going to say it's going to be a good show. Hey, screw it. Go to boneshow.com and see all the crap that we have to give you right now. Boneshow.com.
Maybe I'm a soldier.
And we started off with videos. Jimmy, you gotta give me a good video to start with. That's gonna set the tone right there.
Today, we got this.
What is this?
This is a letter. An employee from Tesla sent this letter to Trump's trade representative, warning that the Trump's trade war is bad for business. Writing, quote, past trade actions by the United States have resulted in
He did it on Tesla letterhead.
immediate reactions
Oh, that's not good.
by the targeted countries, including increased tariffs.
Oh, he's not going to be happy about
imported
that.
into those countries.
Elon is firing people for much less than that.
Now, one person familiar with this letter tells the Financial Times that the letter is actually, quote, a polite way to say that the bipolar tariff regime is screwing over Tesla. And this is important.
Well, you tell your boss, you don't send it to the president.
Okay, because remember I mentioned at the top of the show, I said, so here's a 3-page letter. Look at the last page. It just ends. No one signed it.
No one claimed it.
The Financial Times reports that is because nobody wanted to get fired, so they wanted to send
No,
it.
they're going to get fired.
But they couldn't actually.
But who'd it come from? It came from somebody's computer. You don't think Elon's going to find out whose computer that was?
Put their name on it.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of people that are really good at the computers, and they can track that down. I'm pretty sure I could track it down. You just give it to me, and I'll go on to Google, and I'll figure it out.
Because of fear of what would happen to them. Now, keep in mind, Tesla is a company that has lost half its value since Trump was elected. A company that J.P. Morgan just said has, quote, lost so much value so quickly that he could not think of anything like it in the history of the automotive industry.
Because he's doing other things. Elon's kind of busy right now. He's trying to fix the country. He's selling Tesla. He sold one to Trump, but he's busy. He's doing stuff. He's not concentrating on the Tesla, which he needs to. You need to, get your head back in the game. But he's only one person, and he's running like 14 companies.
Nothing like it.
He's got 19 kids. He's got 14 companies. He can't keep his eye on everything.
There's brand and stock erosion. It is shocking and stunning what has happened. And the analyst says it's everywhere, right? It's in the U.S. It's everywhere. It's revulsion against Tesla around the world right now. It is something that Trump does care about. That's why he was pushing Teslas outside the White House.
Because he's doing the right things. Elon's helping us. He's helping us.
Yeah, he's out there every day. He's risking his balls, and he's cleaning up the mess that the sleepy Joe Biden left. And you got to be nice to the Elon.
I will say this one, the Cybertruck, is very safe. It's very strong, heavy. It's all steel, stainless steel. They have one, which is $35,000, which is pretty low. I love Tesla.
Tesla did fall again today. To state the obvious, Trump's trade war is bad for Tesla, like it is for so many other companies. And that may be something that gets Trump to think twice.
Yeah, but wait till Elon finds out who sent that letter. Oh, I would hate to be that guy or girl or whoever sent that letter, because he's not going to be nice about it. He's going to be very upset. And they're going to find him real easy.
Yeah, it came out of somebody's computer that works at the Tesla, and it's probably got their IP address on it.
Tells an IP address.
That means it's just which computer it came out of.
And they put it on Tesla letterhead. You don't put stuff like that on Tesla letterhead. That really pisses them off. Next.
Good news, another federal judge just ordered thousands more fired federal employees reinstated, this time nationwide. Here's what just happened in court. In a second major ruling, U.S. District Judge James Bredar in Maryland found that 18 federal agencies illegally fired probationary employees under...
Okay, This is one thing I don't agree with the President Donald J. Trump and Elon Musk and the Doge is before you fire people, you got to figure out that they really need to be fired and they haven't done anything.
What do you mean they haven't done anything? If they haven't done anything, then you should go ahead and fire them.
No, that's not what I meant. They didn't do anything bad. Before you fire somebody, make sure they need to be fired. And they don't really do anything. Because if you you just go through and start firing people, that's bad. I hate it when people get fired. Hate it.
That's because you've been fired like 9,000 times.
That's exactly the reason. I know what it feels like. And it feels like it sucks. So when you get canned, see, the Elon and the Donald Trump, they don't understand this because they haven't been fired and they haven't sat there and had to drive home and to tell your family, you know what, I'm a piece of shit because I got fired. Why'd you get fired? I don't know. It's radio. That's why you got fired. I don't know. Did you say something stupid on the air? I always say something stupid on the air. That's what I do. So you knew when you hired me, I say stupid stuff. So don't come back and say, oh, we got to fire you now because you said stupid stuff. But they never say that.
Well, what do they say?
They just bring you in and say, you got to go.
You ask them why?
No, I mean, I just go, whatever, have a nice day. See you. I'll get another job. And I'll go to another radio station. I go to another radio station. They go, oh, you're great. You got good ratings, and we'll put you on the air. They put me on the air 2 weeks. I say something stupid. They fire me again. So what I'm saying is it sucks to be fired. So before you fire them, you vet them and make sure, because it sucks to fire these people and then you call them back in a week and say, oh, I'm just kidding. Sorry, we were just joking. You know, all that crap you took out of your office, you can bring it back. You can call, you know, your card that didn't work anymore, it works now, and you can get on your email and check that.
Under the Trump administration's workforce purge, his order extends beyond the first ruling in California, temporarily reinstating workers nationwide, including employees at agencies like HHS, Education, EPA, Transportation, and Homeland Security.
Okay, well, don't bring them back and let them bring all of their crap back into their office and then keep them around for a week and then fire them again. You make sure these are the people that are going to stay.
Judge Bretter did not hold back. He called these mass firings illegal rifts and slammed agencies for false.
He should go after iHeart and Odyssey and all these other.
You can't talk about those companies because we're on those stations.
Oh, yeah. See, I forget that we're on the iHeart. Oh, I forget that we're on the Odyssey. Oh, I forget. Okay, no, they're great companies, sorry.
Employees that they were terminated for performance. He ruled that agencies violated federal law by failing to give states the
You can talk about like Cox Media and Greater Media because they don't exist no more.
Okay, so those companies that fire people like the Cox Media and the Greater Media, they suck. Okay, so the lawyer, the judge, not lawyer, the judge should go after the companies in radio that fire people for no reason, because that happens all the time. You say one stupid thing on the air, and they
required 60-day notice before.
What did you say on the air?
Cutting jobs.
God only knows.
He warned that without proper notice, states were left scrambling to deal with surging unemployment and lost tax revenue.
Yeah, you fire a lot of people, then you know what? The unemployment goes up. And then you got to pay unemployment because, you know, you really can't even live on that, but you got to.
In a direct challenge to the administration.
I mean, what else are you going to do? Strip?
Legal defense.
You want to see me strip for money?
Bretter stated.
I'll do it.
The government.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Government may pursue its RIF agenda, but it must do so legally. If it wishes to continue, it must start from square one. Basically, this ruling goes even further than the first decision out of California from another federal judge, which reinstated workers at 6 agencies.
Oh, God. 6 agencies. Yeah, call them people back. Do they have a boss anymore that can call them back? They probably fired the boss, too. Who are they going to get to call these people back? They don't know their phone number.
Now, thousands more federal employees will be offered their jobs back by Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. This ruling also blocks agencies from carrying out future workforce reductions unless they follow proper legal procedures.
So they could come back and then get canned again.
That would be huge. Maybe they should just try to follow the law. The Trump administration already filed an appeal, and this fight's far from over. The White House blasted the decision, calling it an unconstitutional judicial power grab. But is making the president and the administration follow the law really that? Meanwhile, deeper...
Did you write all this down?
Cuts are still...
Did you write every single thing that you say down?
...in motion. In any event, this is a game-changing ruling, but it's...
I can't with this guy because he's reading. But yeah, it boils down to don't can people unless they deserve it. That's all I got to say. Getting canned sucks. You get to hate Fridays because you know it's coming on a Friday. So you go, do I want to go to work today? It's Friday. I think I'm going to take today off.
Can't work just 4 days a week.
I know, but Fridays are bad. I mean, I once got fired on a Tuesday, so it really doesn't even matter what day it is. Next.
With 6 questions about the fuel one woman says she bought at Costco.
Uh-oh.
Don't you buy all your gas at the Costco?
Yeah, because it's cheap.
A mechanic showed her how the gas from her car was mixed with water.
You're not supposed to do that.
But she says Costco won't make it right. Shaking like this and the engine light kept flashing.
Michelle Rabinovitz.
Oh, God, that sucks so bad.
Says when that happened.
Oh, that sucks.
And she rushed her 2022 Volkswagen into the dealer, where they showed her this video evidence that her car's gas was contaminated with water.
They were like, you have bad gas. We have to drain all the gas and put new gas in, clean everything out before we do that.
See, and the Costco's going to say, well, you didn't buy the gas here. Well, yes, I did. Can you prove that the only gas that you bought was here? You have all the receipts? No, I never take the receipt. Because as soon as the screen pops up, you want a receipt? I say no. So I don't have a receipt. You got the gas somewhere else from the BP or something. I don't know.
Rabinovitz knows where the gas came from, the only place she and her family buy gas. The same place that even the coat she's wearing in this interview came from, the Sandy Springs Costco.
And so I went straight to Costco thinking that they would stand behind their product, and they did not.
Even though Rabinovitz provided Costco this video from her mechanic and the proof,
yeah, they don't care.
She purchased the gas at Costco. They denied her claim.
That sample, I can promise you, would fail, but that is what we call an unofficial sample.
Oh, God. If you put water in your gasoline and you charge the prices that you're charging now and you mix it with the water and the gasoline and it ruins cars, you should burn slowly in hell. Slow burn, and while the devil is giving it to you from behind. Just why you do that?
See, it's stuff like that. That's the reason why you get fired. You can't talk about the devil doing you like that because they put water in the gas.
It's true, though. The devil should get... Next.
The Pentagon has misplaced $2.46 trillion for the 7th year in a row. The Pentagon has failed its financial audit, unable to account for 60% of its $4.1 trillion.
Why don't you go after the guy in the corner office? Hey, can you come to the main office for a minute?
Yeah, sure, why not?
And then he comes to the office and he say, where's the 4.1 trillion? And the guy's like, I don't know. I gave it to Joe. And Joe was supposed to bring it in. And then you bring Joe in, and Joe's like, I don't know. 4.1 trillion? I don't know. I had it. It was right here. It's wrong. The books are wrong.
Come 2025, we better be able to account for all of our Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal payments that are over $600.
Exactly. So they're going to come after us and kick our ass, but we can't go kick their ass for losing $4.1 trillion. It comes down to one guy. It's that guy, Joe. In the corner office, he's the one who takes the money a little bit at a time. It's like that. It's like that movie, Office Space, where he takes just a little bit at a time.
All right. So when the subroutine compounds the interest, right, it uses all these extra decimal places that just get rounded off. So we simplified the whole thing, and we round them all down and just drop the remainder. into an account that we opened.
So you're stealing?
No, you don't understand. It's very complicated. It's aggregate, so I'm talking about fractions of a penny here, and over time, they add up to a lot.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna make a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then he goes, I don't know where it's at. I gave it to Fred. And Fred's like, I never saw it. Somebody's got to go to jail.
I mean, what could they possibly be hiding? I mean,
$4.1 trillion.
it can't be worse than the NIH.
If you work at a McDonald's and you're working at the cash register and you're short 15 cents, they're going to rake you over the coals. They're going to give you crap until your brains fall out. But no, they can lose $4.1 trillion, but you can't lose 15 cents.
Candace Owens is saying Pentagon employees should face the same exact criminal charges that Americans face when they hide or lie about money.
You think?
That is due to the government.
Yeah, take them all to jail. Close that whole damn Pentagon down. What does it do anyway?
Automatic jail sentence if they fail an audit.
Yeah, give it to the states.
I have to agree with her. Feels like the government is saying, do as I say, but not as I do.
Trump, get him.
As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this.
Yeah, I think you take the Elon Musk and you go in there and you say, hey, where's the money? See, it's not that hard. You just walk in there and say, 4.1 trillion. You got until lunch to bring it to my hand. Bring me the money. Show me the money. If you don't show me the money, then you can't. Next.
Bakit wala kayong letter man lang na nagpipighati ngayon o nagdadalam?
What the hell is she saying, Jimmy?
I think you hit the wrong button. I think you hit the mean Spanish lady button.
Ati, bakit wala? Kasi gusto niyong i-cover up. Prominent na tao ito eh. Di ba may nakita ba kayo? Mali ba ako? Meron na.
Oh God, this is the reason right here that you don't date foreign women. It's because
Ang mensahe ang PCO.
I come home from work and I'm tired and I just want a beer. Yeah, it's been a long week. I just want to come home, take a
O si
beer.
Bangag dahil kaibigan niya ito. O si Lisa Tanas.
I'm taking my shoes off.
Condolence nila. Ang pamilya. Wala.
I'm gonna go out with the guys. I'm gonna go out with the guys. I'll be home later.
Kayong letter man lang para sa pamilya.
Did you make dinner?
Na nagpipighati ngayon. O
I don't know what you're saying.
Damhati. Bakit wala?
I don't understand you.
Kasi gusto niyong i-cover up. Prominent na tao ito eh. Di ba may nakita ba kayo? Mali ba ako?
Oh God, I can't. Oh, what? I just want you to take your clothes off.
Ang mensahe ang PCO o si Bangag dahil kaibigan niya ito. O si
I
Lisa
need
Tanas,
food. I want a beer.
Ang pamilya. Wala.
It's been a long day.
Kayo na mga media. Ayaw niyo nga sabihin kung saan namatay. Nag-post kayo na namatay.
So this is right here, Jimmy. This is why you don't date the foreign women.
Yeah, I completely understand. That would drive me insane.
Yeah, but I guarantee you right now, as we speak, there's some guy at his house, just got home from work, had a long day, boss yelling at him, budget's down, blah, blah, blah. And then he walks in the door. He's like, oh, God, I'm finally home. I can take my pants off. I can, because I hate pants. I hate pants so bad. And I want to watch the basketball, and I'm just going to sit on my couch and watch basketball and have a beer.
Namatay saan? Namatay yung tao. Sa inuturo, sa drama, na nagpipighati ngayon o nagdadalamhati. Bakit wala? Kasi gusto niyong i-cover up.
I don't know what you're saying.
Di ba may nakita ba kayo?
I don't understand.
Meron na bang mensahe ang PCO o si Bangag dahil kaibigan niya?
See, never date the foreign women.
Got it. Understand 100%. I don't want that in my life.
Next.
The stepson, who's now 32, says from the time he was 12, he was kept in an 8 by 9 foot room.
The man says he intentionally set that fire because he wanted his freedom. He's 32 years old. He weighs just 68 pounds.
32 years old, and they locked him in a room, and now he's 68 pounds. Sounds like a good diet plan to me.
Waterbury, Connecticut.
That's horrible.
The police say he was so emaciated that his body resembled that of a patient with advanced cancer.
Oh.
The man was trapped inside of his home, he says, drinking from the toilet to stay hydrated. He was held inside of a room that had multiple locks on the outside.
Yeah, sounds like a good diet plan to me.
Of the door. He says his stepmother, 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan, subjected him to prolonged abuse.
God, she's 56.
I know, she looks like she's 86.
Oh my God, is that what 56 looks like? When you get to be 56 and you see other 56-year-olds and you go, wow, they're old. And then, do you look that old?
Yeah, you look that old.
No, when I look in the mirror, I see a 26-year-old. I don't see that. God, that scares the hell out of me. She's 56. Oh, God.
Abuse, starvation, severe neglect, and inhumane treatment. She's charged with assault, kidnapping.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, wow.
Unlawful restraint, cruelty to persons.
Cruelty to persons.
And reckless endangerment. The victim claims his stepmother and another person found him after he lit that fire, and they tried to wash his face to clean him up before firefighters arrived. Some neighbors say they had no idea that the man was even in the house. But the man's...
Yeah, because he never ate anything.
Former school principal says, quote, "We knew it, we reported it, and not a thing was done."
It's a horrible, horrible story. I don't like that, Jimmy. I think it's a good diet plan that you can get down to. What's your goal weight? It's 66. It's a good goal weight. You have like 400 pounds to lose. Yeah, but when I get down to 66 pounds, I'm going to be hot. Oh, my God. This is what I've been waiting for. Gavin Newsom has his own podcast.
Who's listening to the Gavin Newsom podcast?
I have no idea. I tried to listen to it today. Okay, Jimmy, here's the deal. I'm going to give you a button.
Okay.
And when you can't take it anymore, listening to the Gavin Newsom podcast, you hit the button.
Okay. So I could probably listen to it for a long time because I listen to stupid things all the time. So I could probably... that's much better. I could probably listen for 20 minutes.
All right, we'll see how long you can get through. Just hit this button, okay? When it gets to the point where you can't take it no more, and you say, "Uncle," okay? This is the uncle button.
The purpose I want to do this is I want to convert you to be a tariff guy also. This is part of the process to unwind you from being a globalist to make you a populist nationalist.
Well, who's on his show with him?
Oh, that's a Steve Bannon guy.
Oh, what's he talking about?
I don't know. That's why you got the uncle button. You hit it when you can't take it no more.
It's a long journey. It's a long journey, but I think you'll get there.
This is part of the deprogramming, is it? And by the way, for the record, I'm going down your rabbit hole. Right?
Okay. It's all you can handle.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about. It sounds like crap.
Yeah, I don't know who gave Gavin Newsom his own show.
Here, I'm not an absolutist as it relates to being against tariffs by any stretch of the imagination, and I thought it interesting.
I bet his hair looks fantastic, though.
What I think Biden tripled tariffs on aluminum and steel, which is getting a lot of attention in this country today.
Isn't the state burning? Why don't you get off your freaking podcast and go put some water on a fire?
And Democrats weren't screaming and yelling about that. So I
wanted to have this conversation.
Yeah, people on Hollywood Boulevard walking around, they're so high they can't stand it, but you're doing a freaking podcast. Put water on fire.
I think are kind of on an island. One of the best is Ro Kahana. Ro's economic...
Stop doing stupid podcasts.
Always kid him is just ripping off Navarre in my...
Nobody cares. Nobody's listening.
He's an economic populist.
You suck.
Fetterman.
Leave the podcast to the radio professionals, please.
All right, Fetterman just announced he would support this.
You can't handle it, Jimmy.
Oh, no, that's enough.
Yeah, see, you got farther than I could.
And so there are very strong voices.
Okay, I hear the button, Jimmy.
I think now, and unfortunately, as a populist, I think they're kind of on an island because it really hasn't been the
I wish
center
you were
of
on an
conversation
island.
with the Democrats.
I wish California was an island.
Are pretty good as far as populism.
California is going to be an island one day.
Segue. How do you define that then? Is it?
Oh, he's on Omni Studio. That's the podcast thing we were on when we were working for the Beasley.
Their reflective lens in terms of...
Yeah, and you got fired from the Beasley.
Live in substance.
I get fired from everybody.
Bringing power back to the grassroots level, right? We're very anti-elitist, and one of the reasons is we think the elites in this.
Okay, I can't with that. Okay, yeah, good button. Keep that button handy, Jimmy. If we ever get the Gavin Newsom podcast again, just keep that around. Okay, here we go. Next.
If you'll indulge me, I'd like to read 2 pages from advice from the extraterrestrials. Yes, it's true that we have been in contact with your government and heads of power.
Uh-oh.
Is he talking about aliens?
Yeah, he's talking about the aliens. He said that they have been in contact with our government. I believe it. I believe they have the hotline number. They have the number right next to the Diet Coke button in the Oval Office, and they call all the time.
It is also true that agreements have been made and kept secret from your people.
I believe that.
It is also true that in the past, some of your people have lost their lives or have been badly hurt to protect this secret.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Our hands had no part in this. We contacted your leaders because your planet is in grave trouble.
I bet they called the Sleepy Joe. Hey, he forgot and he fell asleep.
Your leaders said the vast majority of your population wasn't ready for anything like us yet.
You know, when they called Sleepy Joe, he said this. And he said this.
So we made time agreements with your leaders as to when your people would be made aware of our presence.
Do it now. Do it this weekend.
Your air, your water are contaminated. Your forests, jungles, trees, and plant life are dying.
Yes, we know this.
There are several breaks in your food chain. You have an overwhelming amount of nuclear and biological weapons.
We're aware.
Which include nuclear and biological contamination.
We know.
Your planet is overpopulated.
Oh, God, yes. Have you been in traffic?
Warning. It is almost to the point of being too late. Unless your people act.
I love this guy. I don't even know who he is. He's speaking in front of a big crowd of people, and they're like, I don't believe this guy. Shut up.
There are better ways of deriving energy and food needs without causing your planet any damage.
I think he's talking to the aliens, and I bet he scares me.
Putting these methods into worldwide use. Those in power view it as a military and security threat. That upset me. You mean to tell me that the people in power have the ability to save and better the planet? And they aren't doing it?
Yeah, because they like money. Sleepy Joe got lots of money.
Amnesty. What do you mean?
Hey, they said, let's call Sleepy Joe. Hey, Sleepy Joe. See, that's what happened.
Complete amnesty to those in power, governments and leaders who have been suppressing the truth, that they can't be held liable for any past wrong deeds. It is the only...
Oh, you hit the button, Jimmy. Yeah, we can't listen to him no more.
Yeah, that's enough. I don't understand what he's talking about. He said the aliens are talking to our leaders, and they need to talk to them more, and they need to show up like on the Fox News and say, hello, we're aliens, and we're going to eat you. But they can't go through this guy because this guy seems really wacky. Why do they go through this guy?
I don't know. Well, you hit the button, so I gotta go to the next one. Next.
Welcome back to another episode of What a Time to Be Alive in 2025, where I give you the news roundup that I have seen for this day. And no matter how unbelievable these stories may sound, I promise you they are all very Googleable and verifiable facts.
Oh, I like this chick. Okay, give me some news.
As always, though, do not just listen to me or any other stranger.
This is the spilled tea. The spilled T-E-E. T-E-E-E.
Yeah, it's just 2 E's.
Okay, spilled tea.
Girl Scouts of America was hit with a lawsuit after a contaminant study regarding their Girl Scout cookies went viral. They tested all flavors of popular Girl Scout cookies, and each cookie tested very high for harmful carcinogenic.
So you went after the Girl Scouts for that?
And this is one that really got me. So John Pelletier, who was the police chief of Las Vegas during the Harvest Festival shooting and was also the police chief in Maui during the Lahaina fires, has just been named in the Diddy lawsuit. The inflation rate dropped to 2.8%, continuing a 4-month decrease.
Making America great again!
And on the heels of that, egg prices have also dropped dramatically in March.
Still making America great.
As of today, $6.85 is the national average, and that's
still too much.
$1.20 decline since February.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
General Motors and Facebook announced that they will invest $60 billion in America by the end of the year, and they are going to do so by building their warehouses here in the United States.
Tell me again how tariffs are bad.
Apple also announced today that they will be investing $500 billion in America by
bad tariffs.
the end of the year.
Tariffs bad.
And they are planning on moving their warehouses to the United States as well.
Oh, that's horrible. They should have never moved out.
Russian President Vladimir Putin says that he agrees with the ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine, is in favor of peace, and he will enter peace talks with Donald Trump this week.
Oh, wow. I don't trust that guy, though. Yeah, he could say anything, and I don't trust him.
Yeah, but I trust the President Trump, so I think the President Trump, if he does a deal with the Vladimir Putin and Vladimir Putin doesn't agree to it, Trump's going to be really mad, and that's not good.
This one's crazy. Poland arrests a Ukrainian woman convicted of selling 56 kidneys. Yes.
How she got 56 kidneys?
Yes, you heard that right.
Where'd she get those?
56 kidneys. The 35-year-old woman was convicted.
You can get those on the dark web.
Yeah, how much a kidney?
It's like $400.
In Kazakhstan, where she was caught and sentenced to 12 years, but somehow she has now been caught at the border of Poland and she is now detained. The United States House of Representatives passed a Subterranean Border Act with a vote of 402 to 1. This bill aims
Who is the one?
to crack down on underground tunnels used by
Who is the one?
And smugglers.
Was it Bernie?
Rashida Tlaib was the only member of Congress to vote no on this bill. Why would you do that?
Yeah, why?
I don't know, but she did it. And Rosie O'Donnell confirms her move to Ireland.
Bye.
She says that she will return to the United
States
when it's safe for all humans to have human rights.
Yeah, big loss. We're going to miss her.
And in an ultimate troll moment, and I'm really trying to say this with a straight face, I've tried to record this 10 times now, during a live press conference between Donald Trump and the Prime Minister of Ireland, Michael Martin, when asked about Rosie's move to Ireland, Trump looked at the Prime Minister and asked if he was going to be imposing tariffs until we take her back.
Rosie's gone. Big loss. What are we going to do?
When you feel low,
who are we going to make fun of?
When you feel slow, you can still go.
Oh, we can make fun of The View.
Yeah, they're easy to make fun of because they're kind of like five Rosies.
Yeah, we'll make fun of them until they move away too. Take Rosie.
Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day.